Yeah, big wins for United and Spurs decorated a Super Sunday as the race for Europe through the Premiership and in the Champions League takes centre stage with backs to come this bank holiday Monday, including your chance to win a signed ball. It's over there in our Screaming Goals competition.
Absolutely. We'll also reveal the Players of the Month for April, and you'll get the opportunity to vote for your Player of the Season, your Powerade Player of the Season. We'll give you some more details a little bit later on.
Yeah, the old the trophies,
yes,
aren't they?
I have been having a laugh at Powerade's expense because it is light and plastic and perspex, and I always try and make it heavy. But they've done me this time, haven't they? That is really, really heavy.
That is the trophy that will be awarded to the Powerade Player of the Season. And just move that cup up there. You can. There you go. Feel how heavy that is. Matt and Steve are on the sofas this morning.
Turn from Matt Elliott. Can he find the shot? He can. It's Sedgley trying to place it, and it's there.
Steve Sedgley, Matt Elliott are with us. Hi guys, how are you?
All right, fine, thanks.
Both chilling out now, aren't you? I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, both put out to grass, I think, aren't we?
There's a few pounds on this set, isn't there?
Are you enjoying it? Are you? Is it a break, if you like, or do you miss it already?
No, I don't miss it at the moment. I still go and see a couple of games down at the Walker Stadium and that once or twice. But no, hand on heart, I don't miss it at the moment. I might change my view in 6 months or so. But it's quite nice to be able to relax and do what I want a little bit now.
Do you miss it?
Well, I've been finished a lot longer than that. I mean,
and you've managed, which we'll talk about.
Yeah, so my last game was in September 2000. I think I must have seen you at Wolves. So I've been out of it a lot longer, and as I said to you, I've been living in Barbados for a few years. So I'm sort of recharged and want to get back in.
You are chilled.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, so yeah, I think your body tells you, doesn't it? Sort of towards your injury career, you've had enough, haven't you? And your body knows. So you just the minute you can stop that and get onto something different, you know, you're a lot better for it.
Barbados, mate, eh? Red car we get.
If we're lucky. Papers this morning we've been looking through, and there's no surprise.
Yeah, some magnificent stuff in the Sun today.
Chelsea,
in the centre pages, not that one.
No, probably best not to do that one, yeah. Smooth as silk as well. Smooth as silk. Not a joy. Not a scene
You put that there, didn't you?
Not a scene to be seen.
She looks nice, though.
Loves his own jokes.
Look, it's the picture in the middle of the sun.
Start again.
But there's quite a lot of pictures about
There's
Chelsea.
quite a lot of other stuff in the
now.
paper as well. Yeah, there we go. In the Telegraph. Mourinho's men have plenty to shout about. Great pictures of Frank Lampard there, of course. Scored 2 against Bolton at the weekend. Henry Winter and also. In the Mirror, Martin Lipton. Lampard title taunt at Gunners and United. We're out of your league. I don't know if he's taunting anybody, but. Basically saying we've proved that the best team wins the league. There have been some harsh words spoken about us not being entertaining, and the best 2 teams in the Premier League are in the final of the FA Cup. But the best teams win the league, and we've done that. Has it been a little bit backhanded, the praise for Chelsea? I can't believe it. They've done it. They've been fantastic. Yet people are saying, oh, they bought the title. They've not played well.
I think they've been fantastic, haven't they? Fantastic for football. It's I think everyone wants someone different to win the league from Arsenal, Man United. It's been a breath of fresh air, I think.
Well, you not.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's the same old story, really. Whoever's successful, people are jealous, really, and they're looking for slight faults and to criticise, and it's not just really with a team who've gone out there. Hopefully, I think we'll probably go through to the European Championship final, and they've been exceptional this season all through.
The only thing that disappoints me, and it disappointed a lot of Manchester United fans yesterday when they booed Rio Ferdinand, this £120,000 a week. This time it's Jose Mourinho. Blues must pay big to keep him. What's it all? It's not about money, it's about that Barclays Premiership Championship. They won the Championship, never mind all the money. It doesn't make any difference. Is it all about money or is it about the glory?
Of course it's, yeah.
Money's
irrelevant from it.
It's irrelevant, isn't it?
Yeah, at that level there. Yeah. The wages that they've earned through their career is... it's neither here nor there, really.
Absolutely.
But they've shown their desire, Chelsea this year, and Mourinho's he's been the top man there, and he's pulled them through it.
I think you can see, can't you, when they look like a group of players who actually get on the sort of team spirit that you've had at Leicester. Now you can, like I said, they've got a good knit. I was talking about something else.
Before you were thinking of it.
Yeah, okay. But they've got that team spirit, and I said, money can't buy that.
If you'd like to get involved, the text is available. As always, if you'd like to say anything to the lads or anything about the football, anything about Chelsea, anything about the Champions League coming up, just text goal, your message to 84401, 84401. We begin at the Valley, where Manchester United hit top gear to add to Charlton's recent misery.
John O'Shea. And Rooney is round Anderson. It's a difficult angle. He looks to set up Darren Fletcher.
They just don't deal with a little flick. And they don't defend this very well. And the only surprise is the poor ball from Wayne Rooney. Not a difficult one by his standards.
Kishishev. Jeffers took it round Ferdinand. Great stop by Roy Carroll on his return. Brilliant play by Jeffers. And it's been an outstanding start to the game.
This is a stunning save. Jeffers does brilliant. Pulls on the back of Ferdinand and does everything else that you would want the front man to do.
Oh, Rooney has carved it into a shooting chance. Talk about teenage kicks.
But where does he come from? He comes from that central area, and he's drifted in from that left-hand side. And I just think he affects the game so often. If you can get him in that area more often than not.
Scholes. Loping forward again. Wanting Rooney to cut it back. Rooney forces the Manchester United corner this time. The back heel, Smith's onside. What a save! Stefan Anderson announces himself.
Yeah, we were eulogising about a save Peter Cech made yesterday. This is miles better than that. I can't tell you what a save that is. From this sort of distance and that sort of power, he's got absolutely no right.
Oh, and it's Paul Scholes who did make a run of anticipation and gets his reward for it. No, Anderson's done it again.
The only surprise here is he hasn't scored. Well, he didn't need to deal with that, actually, El Kakuri. Smith wants a free kick. He's going to get a corner instead. But when the ball skipped past Alan Smith, he could have just let it go for a goal kick.
I think Kylie is a fine goalkeeper on his line. He doesn't come out too much. We'll see whether Anderson is made of a different material. There's no chance to come out that far. Rooney. Oh, the goalkeeper's fumbled it. And that's what happens at this level. Paul Scholes pounces. And Manchester United finally get a breakthrough that's certainly been on the cards.
A top predator. Always on the sniff, always on the lookout for something like this. These balls do move, we know that, we see it here. You watch this doesn't become a bread and butter save. Balls moving all over the place.
Now Paul Scholes having just scored, and of course he's just back from suspension, having gone off at Goodison for a second yellow card. And what colour is the card going to be here?
It's two-footed.
Johansson. Well, we've had a goal. We've had probably a lucky escape one of the Manchester United star players and the goal scorer, and then a lucky escape for Manchester United defensively. They're on the attack again with Smith, and that's Rooney, and Anderson has come up with another great stop from Wayne Rooney.
Right out the top drawer, brilliant instinctive save.
Jeffers only plays it against Giggs. They falls for Scholes. Kakuri, that's an excellent header in the circumstances. But Franny Jeffers is not able to get forward from his midfield berth a moment or two ago, and Charlton keeping it. If Rooney had gone down then, having a decision for Dermot Gallagher. Scholes setting up Fletcher, places it into the bottom corner. Stylishly done.
Look what's up top for them. There's not an out ball where Charlton can take it. But from here, it's about ability and class. The ability of Rooney. He doesn't just thrash this out, and then Scholes takes over. Little Luke doesn't. Luke says, "Go on. You want to go? Welcome back to the side." And it's a beautiful finish. Cool. Doesn't thrash at it.
Smith helps it on. And here is their first chance of the second half. It's Rooney's, and he's unlucky. It's off the base of the post.
Two brilliant passes, and they've released Rooney, what, 70 yards. He thinks he's done everything right.
Chesky losing Fletcher. Again, good spot by Ferdinand. Owen Smith has got the better of El Kakuri. There's no foul called here, and Alan Smith starts scoring again. It's his first goal of the year. And Manchester United lead at the Valley by 3-0.
He shouldn't get this. Champions League gets a foul and you get a free kick given, but not in the Premier League. They allow the foot to come up. And this is not the finish of a man who's lacking in confidence.
Now in the competition for places for the FA Cup final. It's a plus mark for Alan Smith. Cleverson, Rooney, they've cut Charlton apart again. It's 4. And Anderson looks for cover that wasn't there. And Manchester United look again to congratulate Wayne Rooney.
Borderline, they're looking for offside, and look at little ball round the corner, the one-touch football. Isn't that joy? I mean, just one touch, one touch, one touch. 4 or 5 one-touch passes involved here. Only took 2 to set up the finish.
Johansson. Lisby is allowed to go clear here, and Roy Carroll makes his second very good save of the game. Oh, it's Wes Brown got the taste for a goal. Now Chris Perry.
Another referee would have Chris Perry off.
Yeah.
Because he's through, his last player, and he would have to go off. Any other referee, I think. We'll wait and see what Dermot. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I don't know why Chris Perry can think of arguing, Martin. I really don't. You know, I think Paul Scholes was lucky, but this is cut and dried, this one.
It's the first Premiership away win since February for Sir Alex Ferguson. And a huge one. Charlton 0, Manchester United 4.
Chelsea have raised the bar this season. They've got a points total which it could be end up 90 odd points. The highest is ourselves at 91 points, and it's an amazingly high total. But as I said, that's what Manchester United are about: accepting the challenges, not ducking out and shriveling into a little ball of nothing. We want to be in there fighting next season, and that team can do that.
Sir Alex in fighting mood, but you wouldn't expect
What was
anything
that last
else.
comment though? Was shivering in tails or something, was it?
It's just, I mean, all these people having a go at Chelsea. It's all this, Sir Alex Ferguson. They'll be back stronger than ever next season, won't they?
Well, you've seen there the quality of the players they've got. Everyone knows that. The top 3 is often said are in a different league, and I think that's true at the moment. But it's hard to say who's going to win whatever next season. But certainly, I'll be very surprised if it's not one of those 3.
Simple as that, isn't
Well, I
it?
think it's hurt them, isn't it, Man United, for them to, if they end up third, I mean, that's be a big blow for them. So I think they will come back next year stronger than ever.
Charlton are certainly hurting, there's no question about that. And afterwards, Jeff Shreves caught up with the boss, Alan Kirbishley.
You know there's been talk that you've been here far too long, but right now you're not thinking that includes the manager changing around in the summer?
Well, I do feel as if at this moment in time, yeah, perhaps I've been here too long. But no, you know, I try to take success and defeat the same way. I don't get too overboard and too down, but this is a bit tough to take at the moment. And if this had have happened to us at the start of the season, then it could have been a totally different season for us. But I do look at seasons, and it is the 38 games, and if we end up below halfway, that's because we're not good enough to be anywhere else.
Realistic as ever, Alan Kirbishley. Got to feel a little sorry for him, haven't you, when people are having a pop at him after all he's done at Charlton.
Didn't look happy, did he?
I think he's just frustrated as much as anything, isn't he?
Well, people have got short memories in football, haven't they, unfortunately, and at the minute he's having a bad run. So, yeah, he looks really down there.
So look at the goals, Chris.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's this thing that's quite responsible for a lot of goals, and certainly yesterday
the ball,
first goal.
there's ball going in the net. Yeah, spot on.
Because of the way they swivel and turn and bend and spin. That's what we're all about. But yesterday it was quite interesting on the goals, Rob. I mean, the first one, it was very interesting to see, because when I'd be interested to get your comments on this, Matt. When this ball is gone straight to Wayne Rooney there, as far as I'm concerned, as the manager, I want everybody to stay in their positions. That ball's not being cleared. We hold now as if that corner is just gone straight to the opposition, or it's come straight into the box. But what happens, you'll see Danny Murphy, who stood on the goal line next to his goalkeeper. As this ball goes to Wayne Rooney, he's now decided that he's got to run out. He's got to move out. His back line's moving out. He's moved with them. He comes out. He vacates that space. That ball spins as it does. And the one man who follows it up is Paul Scholes. Where do you stand on that?
Well, you think Murphy should stay
I
in his
think
position?
they should have defended that corner till it was because Manchester United kept possession. It never lost possession. It never entered any of the Charlton players' hands. I thought they should have stayed rigid in their positions.
No, I disagree with you there. I think as soon as Rooney's had the touch, I think Murphy's got to come off the post as he did, perhaps a little bit earlier. But
if you go early, I agree with you. If he goes early, as that ball travels in the air, then you come to the 6-yard line. But as soon as he touches it and he's in control of it, I think you should stay in your positions.
Yeah, well, ultimately, I don't think that's the reason the ball went in the back of the net. You could say the keeper was a little bit at fault, but as we've seen, the ball has moved around a bit, and it's a lot more difficult save than at first glance you would think. But no, I think. All
right, let me give you another scenario then.
Reasonably the right.
Let me give you another scenario which just happened before that on a similar corner. This time a Charlton player does head the ball away. What's Danny Murphy on the line? Right, it's El Kakuri that heads the ball away when
I didn't know this was coming up.
when Ryan Giggs heads this ball. Just watch it now. There's Ryan Giggs' corner. There's El Kakuri. Now watch everybody, one of those defenders. They can move out now because they've won possession. And then when it gets to there, they stop, which is it because it's gone to the opponent's foot, which is what I've just showed you on the Wayne Rooney thing. As soon as it goes to the opposition, that back line stops. But one man hasn't come out. Danny Murphy. He's in there with Alan Smith on that line, and he plays Alan Smith on line. When that shot comes in, the back heel eventually takes it to Alan Smith, and it's just an incredible save, really.
Stefan Anderson
from the goalkeeper
on his debut. I mean,
So what are you saying? Do you want him on the line or not?
Well, in that particular instance, as soon as his defender heads it and the rest of his line goes to the 6 yards, he's got to go.
Yeah.
And then once it gets to the feet of Rooney, they've got to stop. So why are you saying it's different when that ball goes to Rooney's feet and then he moves out on the goal?
I think he should have gone a little bit earlier, as I said.
Earlier. Right.
So
we beg to differ.
Yeah, agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree. We've heard so much about it, haven't we? One of the talking points of the season has been this defending from either set pieces or corners, and we've seen zones and we've seen whatever. What did you do at Leicester?
We chopped and changed it, accordingly. Really, at stages we did zonal marking, where you just attacked your area, and at times that was successful. But then there's no hard and fast rule, to be honest. Either way you do it, it's down to individuals being prepared to go and attack the ball and be robust in their challenge and accept responsibility, really.
I think in the zonal though, there's always a grey area, isn't there? There's always, I attacked it, but at least when you're man marking, you can always point the finger, can't you? Say, right, that's your main you've got to stop him. You scored.
He's
your fault.
zonal. People get a run on you as well. They can start from the edge of the box. If you're already camped in your position, okay, you can move out another yard or two maybe, but they're coming on top of you.
Yeah.
And you know, Steve says you've got someone going backwards who might get a touch, and the defender's got to come forward and fill that gap. So, but basically, you know, people have got to accept responsibility. Most managers would prefer two people to go for it than none.
Sure.
Well, Charlton felt slightly aggrieved yesterday that Paul Scholes didn't see red when he made the lunge on Dennis Romedel. Sedge, we both played midfield, we know what it's all about. He is over the top of the ball, but he doesn't catch him, does he? I think a yellow card's just about right. He does leave the ground, and it could have been more dangerous than it actually was.
Yeah, it looked worse than what it actually was, but nowadays, you said, you know, they go for that sort of tackle, don't they? A two-footed tackle, it's a dangerous tackle, and they do go. I've seen
Dermot Gallagher right for the yellow, or maybe?
Yeah, he got the ball, I think. Got the ball. No, I think, yeah.
Correct decision.
You're not sure, are you?
It's like you say, it's one of those grey areas, man. You know, on another given day, it might have been a red, mightn't it?
Yeah.
And but that's obviously that didn't decide the game. And then Darren Fletcher scored another cracking goal, didn't he? And they lost possession. Good possession that they have.
They were so good at that on the
fantastic
throughout
form
the
again
game,
yesterday.
pressing it though,
And he just comes from deep. It's the Sedgley midfield run forward, isn't it?
Not
to
anymore.
find himself in space, and then it's a pass.
Yes, he's a good finisher, isn't it?
It's a pass, isn't it, into the back of the net?
Yeah.
Awareness from Paul Scholes as well. No panic. You know, have a bit of that.
But I don't think Alan Kirkby will be happy about where they lost possession, because that's in that sort of area when you're running with the ball, it's a bad area to run with it, isn't it? It's it didn't look like they could ever get out, did they, Charlie? It's like Andy Grayson and Telly, didn't have no out ball. The ball just kept coming back, and the minute you invite pressure, you're just asking for trouble, really.
They're all playing for FA Cup final places as well. Manchester United players. There's no question about that.
Oh, they are indeed. I could have been playing with a fella today, Alan Smith, this goal scorer, but
Lucas Rara
because of police restrictions, he's not allowed to play. But for me, El Kakuri's just got to come through that, rob and well it away. And if I had a slight criticism of the goalkeeper, I know it's difficult one-on-one, I just think it goes down maybe a little bit early, but you've got to try and second guess the striker there, haven't you?
I think for the defender, haven't it? I mean, if I was playing, I'd have got
told off.
More than that, you know what I mean? It's your last defender, like you said, you've got to get your foot through the ball, or when the ball's got to go, and the man's got to go really some way.
Absolutely. This fella's just, I mean, United was terrific yesterday, there's no question about that, let's not forget it. But
this was the best goal for me.
But he was terrific.
By a million
stands
miles.
out. He absolutely
That ball
was
from
on fire.
Kleberson there was outstanding. You know,
The touch.
he's not been great, Kleberson, since he's been at Manchester United, but when you see stuff like this, the vision and the awareness and the weight of the pass and everything like that, you can see that there's obviously more to come.
Oh yeah, he's not a World Cup winner without any reason, but he's it's taken him a while to settle in. But you know, Rooney's finished it off brilliantly there. He knew exactly what he was doing from the first minute, first second.
Great performance, great goal from Wayne Rooney. Here's the table for you. At the bottom, of course, West Brom face Arsenal Monday Night Football. There's Charlton in 11th place, and there's no question Alan Kirkby obviously bitterly disappointed with their finish to the season when a European place once again was within their grasp at the top. Chelsea the champs. Excuse me, Manchester United still with an eye on second place, bearing in mind automatic qualification, not having to play a pre-qualifier for the Champions League. Everton, Liverpool, Bolton, and we'll see Tottenham a little later as well in their quest for UEFA Cup place. Competition time, and your chance.